Despite the bearish pattern that the Bitcoin technical analysis was showing us right now, the price of Bitcoin is breaking out bullish. This is a very positive sign right now that we are in a bull market already. But not just that, also the news recently, which were not all too good for Bitcoin or for markets in general, well, the price of Bitcoin didn't care and broke out to the upside or stayed steady. Those are very good signs we're going to talk about today. Obviously, we're also going to talk about the Square purchase of $50 million worth of Bitcoin shortly after the $500 million invested by MicroStrategy. Well, guys, things are looking good. Based on pure technical analysis, this pattern in here looks more bearish than bullish, and the probability is higher that we're breaking to the downside than to the upside. But we got saved by the CEO of Twitter himself, Mr. Jack Dorsey, and the only thing he has in his bio is hashtag Bitcoin. And one of his companies, the Square Inc. Corporation, invested $50 million in Bitcoin. That definitely was the trigger for this news pump. The coolest thing about this is, and it only came shortly after, the CEO and founder of MicroStrategy was on a podcast with Anthony Pompliano, and at the very end of the podcast he said, let's convince Jack Dorsey to invest some of his cash, which is laying around in his companies, to invest a little bit of that into Bitcoin. And that is exactly what happened. So institutional FOMO has already started. It's not about to start. The fear of missing out has already started for institutional investors. And that is exactly what we saw yesterday, okay? And the market reacted to that. $50 million, well, but this is obviously not this candle, the $50 million, but the FOMO also by retail investors seeing that institutions are FOMOing in right now. First of all, and in the first record of today's video, to be honest, I was not sure if this breakout in here is going to hold because it looked not all too significant, because first off, we were not able to build a new high in here, a new local high, a higher high, and that is exactly what we did right now. Of course, it's going to be very important how we're going to close today and also how we're going to close this weekly candle, but Bitcoin breaking above $11,000 right now, and if Bitcoin can establish this price level, that is definitely very bullish. Let me repeat in here, a bull market is confirmed by definition, by experience, that when bearish news have no negative impact on the price anymore. Mr. Donald Trump, the president of the United States, got infected by COVID-19. Markets did not react. Okay, well, that is most probably because the stock market didn't react all too much, but Bitcoin did not fall or anything like that. Then we had the whole BitMEX situation, CFTC going after BitMEX. The FCA came out with some interesting new regulations from January in the United Kingdom, which also obviously is important for BitMEX, but all these bad news right now, they do not have an impact or not a negative impact on the Bitcoin price, but bullish news, they do have an impact. And secondly, once again, a classic bearish pattern, a symmetrical triangle after this downfall in here, the consolidation phase, but the triangle not breaking to the downside, but breaking to the upside so far, that is definitely a bullish sign. So yes, guys, we can say that right now. Well, I already said it after $7,500. That was the most important level for me, but the bull market is confirmed. Maybe we're not going to see new all-time highs tomorrow or in a week or in a month, but overall, from a macro perspective, the bull market is definitely confirmed. That does not mean that dips won't happen anymore. If we get a second lockdown, or if we get a big whale who just wants to get rid of his Bitcoin, well, we can still see short-term dips. But overall, the market structure right now looks very bullish. And as soon as we can knock out the $14,000 high right here, that is my most important target right now, $14,000. As soon as we can knock out this price level in here and finally form that higher high, well, the new all-time highs are so close, and I think it is not going to be too long of a wait to see the $20,000 after we break 14,000. So overall, the situation definitely looks very nice right now, and I'm super happy about the current development.